Right then, 10 types of concrete you need to know about. Most people think concrete is just concrete, gray stuff. You mix it, you pour it, it goes hard. One type, there are at least 10. Each one is made differently, behaves differently, and goes in a completely different place. Use the wrong one, and the structure fails. Before we start, 2 words you'll hear a lot: compression and tension. Compression is squeezing, like standing on a brick. The weight pushes down and the brick handles it. Tension is pulling apart, like snapping a stick. The force pulls both ends away from each other until it breaks. Every type of concrete on this list deals with one or both of those forces. Most common first. Number 1. Plain concrete, also called normal concrete or site mix. This is the one everyone knows. The basic ingredients are cement, sand, gravel, and water. In a lot of countries, including the UK, you can buy something called ballast. Ballast is just sand and gravel pre-mixed together in one bag. So instead of measuring sand and gravel separately, you just use ballast and add cement. Same thing, just quicker. On site, most people talk about the mix by ratio. 6 parts ballast to 1 part cement for lighter work. 4 to 1 for stronger work. More cement in the mix means stronger concrete. You'll also hear people say C20 or C30. That's just the strength grade. The number tells you how strong the concrete is after 28 days of curing. C20 handles 20 newtons per square millimeter of pressure. C30 handles 30. Higher number, stronger concrete. 6 to 1 ballast gives you roughly a C20. That's your shed bases, paths, garden walls. 4 to 1 gives you roughly a C25 or C30. That's foundations, driveways, anything taking heavier load. Plain concrete is strong in compression. It handles weight pushing down on it. But it's weak in tension. Pull it or bend it and it cracks. That's why on its own it only goes where the load pushes straight down. Number 2. Ready-mix concrete. Same ingredients as plain concrete, but mixed at a batching plant and delivered to site in a truck with a rotating drum. The drum keeps turning so the concrete doesn't set during the journey. Ready-mix is the most widely used concrete in commercial construction worldwide. The mix is controlled by computers at the plant, so every batch is exactly the same strength. You tell them what grade you need, it arrives, you pour it. The advantage is consistency. When you mix by hand on site, the ratio can vary slightly every time. Ready mix is identical every single load. The disadvantage is the clock. You've got roughly 90 minutes from the moment it leaves the plant. After that, it starts setting in the truck. If you're not ready when it arrives, if the formwork isn't prepared, if the pump breaks down, you've got 6 tons of concrete going hard on wheels and nowhere to put it. Number 3. Reinforced concrete. Plain concrete handles compression, but cracks under tension. Steel handles tension, but buckles under compression. Put them together, and you get a material that handles both. Steel bars called rebar get placed inside the formwork before the concrete is poured. The concrete sets around the steel and bonds to it. Now you've got a single material that won't crack when pulled and won't crush when pushed. Almost every structural element in modern construction uses reinforced concrete. Foundations, beams, columns, retaining walls, bridges. Without reinforcement, most of these structures would crack and fail. The steel and concrete work together because they expand and contract at almost exactly the same rate when the temperature changes. If they didn't, the bond would break every summer and every winter. Number 4. Precast concrete. Precast isn't mixed differently, it's made differently. Instead of pouring concrete on site and waiting for it to set, precast is made in a factory. Poured into molds, cured under controlled conditions, then transported to site ready to install. The lintels above your windows were made in a factory weeks before your house even existed. Concrete fence posts, drainage pipes, manhole rings, staircase units, floor beams, all precast, made somewhere else, loaded on a truck, lifted into position. The advantage is speed and quality. Factory conditions mean every unit comes out identical. No weather delays, no dodgy mixes, and because the units arrive ready to use, the build moves faster. The disadvantage is weight. Precast units are heavy. You need a crane or telehandler to place them, and they have to be designed and ordered weeks in advance. Number 5. Lightweight concrete. Normal concrete weighs about 2,400 kilograms per cubic meter. In some situations, that weight is a problem. Upper floors of tall buildings, bridge decks. Anywhere the dead weight adds too much load to the structure below. Lightweight concrete replaces the normal heavy aggregate with lighter materials, expanded clay, pumice, perlite. The concrete comes out the same shape but weighs significantly less. The lightweight blocks you see on house builds, the ones that are easy to carry compared to dense blocks, those are lightweight concrete. They're also better at insulating because the air pockets inside them slow down heat transfer. The trade-off is strength. Lightweight concrete isn't as strong as normal weight. You wouldn't use it for heavy structural work, but for inner walls, upper floors, and insulating blocks, it's ideal. Number 6. Fiber reinforced concrete. Instead of steel rebar, this concrete has thousands of tiny fibers mixed into it. Steel fibers, glass fibers, synthetic fibers, distributed throughout the entire mix in random directions. Any crack that tries to form has to break through hundreds of tiny fibers holding the concrete together. It reduces surface cracking without having to place rebar. It's used for floor slabs, pavements, and paths. The fibers don't replace heavy structural reinforcement, but for thinner slabs and non-structural concrete, they work well. You might have seen the fibers when fresh concrete is poured. Those little hair-like strands sticking out of the surface before it's finished. That's fiber reinforced. Number 7. Self-compacting concrete. Normal concrete needs vibrating after it's poured to remove air pockets and fill every gap in the formwork. Self-compacting concrete doesn't. It flows under its own weight and fills every corner without anyone vibrating it. It's made with a different mix. More fine particles and chemical additives that make it flow like thick liquid. Pour it in and it levels itself out, finds every gap, wraps around every piece of rebar, and settles with no air trapped. Used for complex formwork where you can't get a vibrating poker in. Heavily reinforced sections where rebar is packed so tight that normal concrete won't flow between the bars. It saves time and labor because you don't need a team vibrating every pour. Number 8. Screed. Screed is a thin layer of concrete poured on top of a structural concrete slab to create a perfectly smooth, level surface. It's what goes down before your tiles, carpet, or wooden floor. The structural slab underneath is strong, but it's not smooth. It's rough, uneven. You can't lay a floor finish directly on it. Screed goes over the top and gives you a flat, level surface to work with. It's a finer mix than normal concrete. Cement and sharp sand. No large aggregate. That's what makes it smooth. It's usually poured between 25 and 75 mil thick depending on what's going over it. If you've ever seen a builder pulling a long straight bar across wet concrete on a floor, smoothing it flat, that's screeding. Every house with a solid ground floor has a screed layer between the structural slab and whatever floor covering you're walking on. Number 9. Prestressed concrete. This is the most engineered type on this list. Think of it like stretching a rubber band and then wrapping it in concrete. When the concrete sets and you let go, the rubber band tries to spring back, but it can't. That tension makes the whole thing stronger. That's basically what happens. Steel cables get stretched to very high tension inside the formwork. Concrete is poured around them and allowed to set. When the tension is released, the steel tries to spring back, but the concrete grips it. This puts the entire element into compression before any load is even applied. That matters because concrete is strong in compression, but weak in tension. By starting in compression, the concrete has to be pulled past zero into tension before it can crack. It effectively makes it much stronger with less material. Prestressed concrete is used for bridge beams, long-span floor slabs, railway sleepers, parking structures. Every time you drive over a motorway bridge, you're probably driving on prestressed concrete. Number 10. High-strength concrete. Standard concrete has a compressive strength of around 20 to 40 megapascals. High strength starts at 40 and goes above 120. It uses more cement, less water, and chemical additives called superplasticizers. Sometimes supplementary materials like silica fume that fill microscopic gaps between cement particles and make the concrete denser. High-strength concrete is used for high-rise columns, bridge piers, and dams. Same basic ingredients as the concrete in your garden path, but engineered to perform at a completely different level. Now, one thing connects all 10 types. Every single one starts with the same basic ingredients: cement, sand or aggregate, and water. Whether you're mixing ballast and cement in a mixer on site or ordering a specialist grade from a batching plant, it all starts the same way. What changes is the ratio, the type of aggregate, what gets added to the mix, and how the concrete is placed and cured. The same basic ingredients can produce a garden path and a bridge that carries thousands of tons. The difference is how you put them together. So, 10 types, each one built for a different job. Plain for basic structural work, ready mix for consistency and scale, reinforced for anything that needs to handle tension, precast for factory quality and speed, lightweight for reducing dead load, fiber reinforced for crack resistance, self-compacting for complex pours, screed for smooth level floors, prestressed for long spans and heavy loads, high strength for extreme performance. 10 types of concrete. Same basic ingredients, completely different results.